Hi friends, welcome to Second Step. So this week we're talking about joining in play and finding a way to join a group when they're already playing. How can you join in? And coming up with some ideas of you can come up with some ideas of how you can add to their play and then you can ask to play. So we're going to read a story today. It's a little bit about that. I couldn't find the right story that I wanted, but this is a little bit about that. And it's about friends who are trying to play together and then it's not working, so they have to come up with another idea of how to play together. And that is kind of what we're talking about, is when you want to join friends in play, you need to find a way, an example of how you can join them. All right, so let's read. Yes, we can. And they look like they're having fun, so that's a good thing. Little Roo was chasing leaves one windy day. Roo's friends, Country Mouse and Quacker Duck, were waiting to play with him. "Let's make a big pile of leaves," said Roo. "A mountain of leaves," said Country Mouse. "The biggest ever seen," quacked Duck. They began to collect up all the leaves they could find, but making a leaf mountain is hard work, so after a while, they stopped for a rest. All right, so they found a way to play together by making a leaf pile. So that's a good start. While they were resting, Little Roo said to his friend Quacker Duck, "I know something you can't do. You can't jump over a big, big log." "Yes, I can," said Quacker Duck. Quacker Duck tried as hard as he could, but little ducks aren't made to jump over big, big logs. Uh-oh. Country Mouse thought it was so funny when Quacker Duck fell over the fallen down tree. So now, instead of playing together, they're kind of challenging each other. And that's never a really good thing, because then what if something happens, like Mouse was laughing at Duck? "Don't you laugh at me," said Quacker Duck to Country Mouse. "I know something you can't do. You can't float on a puddle." "Yes, I can," said Country Mouse. So Country Mouse tried to float on the puddle. But a little mouse isn't really made for floating. So Little Roo thought it was so funny when Country Mouse crawled out of the water soaking wet and dripping. And now he's laughing at the mouse because Country Mouse could not do the challenge. "Don't you laugh at me," said Country Mouse. "I know something you can't do. You can't catch your own tail." "Yes, I can," said Roo. Roo tried as hard as he could to catch his own tail, but his tail would not be caught. It was too far away. Country Mouse and Quacker Duck laughed and laughed as Roo ran around in circles. And now they're laughing at Roo. It sounds like everyone is not very happy. "Don't you dare laugh at me," cried Roo. "Well, you laughed at me," said Mouse. "And you laughed at me," said Duck. No one was happy. No one was happy because each had made fun of someone else, and someone else had made fun of them. Instead of making the biggest mountain of leaves that anyone had ever seen, they looked as if they might all go home in a bad mood. So they started out doing an activity they could all do together, and then it turned into activities that they can't do, and it made them all mad. So they need to fix this. Little Roo's mother came over to see what the fuss was about. "I'm not surprised the three of you look so grumpy," she said. "Nobody likes to be laughed at." It was true. No one likes to be laughed at. "Why don't you show each other what you can do?" said Roo's mom. Roo cried, "I can jump over a big, big log." He hopped up and over the fallen down tree. So he can do that. "That's really good jumping," the others said. And they said some nice things to him. "I can float on a puddle," said Quacker Duck, taking to the water with ease. That's really excellent floating, the others agreed. And then Country Mouse caught his own tail. Little Roo and Quacker Duck thought that was tail catching was the best they had ever seen. See, they all could do something, and everyone cheered them on. There now, said Roo's mother. Can we all be friends again? Little Roo, Country Mouse, and Quacker Duck looked at one another. They were all thinking the same thing, I think. Look at those faces. I think maybe they're ready to be friends again. Yes, we can. Oh, so isn't that nice? They started off with an activity they could all do together, and then it kind of changed into challenging each other and making fun of each other. But then in the end, they did different activities, but something they were each good at, and they cheered for each other. So nice book. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Bye.